Hello, sexy soul. It is so storming outside. Like it really wasn't at first, but it is thundering to the point where it sounds like it's a constant, consistent rumble. I had to go outside and like, do I have like some jet hovering over my house? Because what is going on? I know it's really early. A lot of people may not hop on, which is fine. I wanted to go ahead and get this message out. Hey, um, Aw, LP. So, like I was saying, I was just wanting to get this message out. I know it's super early, but I got so much to do today, and I was like, oh, and my body just got me getting up early. As I'm just telling you, no children. I'm like, you can sleep in, and she's like, no, you can't. I'm like, okay. So I'm laying in bed. I'm like, I go get my coffee, and oh, it is what it is. It's storming here. It's like the cozy kind of storming where it's like, it's such a consistent rumble of thunder outside. I say it's storming, but the rain hasn't started coming down yet. Not a single lightning in sight. I can only hear the rumbles. And it's just like constant. I even went outside because I was like, that's got to be something else. Like usually there's a break between, but it's like a low, and I was like, what is going? The aliens are here. They're coming to visit me. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. Hey. Okay, so I put money matters, right? Because I kept feeling that. And I didn't really know what the message was going to be about. I gotta be honest with you, right? So I was like, I knew it felt money related ish. And I've been having this conversation with spirit where it is like, there's a lot of push in the spiritual community to you've got to be happy without it first in order to have it. Like there's this message that I keep hearing, and it's the biggest bunch of cockamamie bullshit, in my opinion. I'm gonna say what it is. Like first off, it's almost like shaming people for wanting it, and like it is like the person that invalidates your trauma or invalidates your feelings and emotions by like, well, look at the positive though. You've got to find the positive. And it's like, bitch, no, the fuck I don't. Like, let me be where I'm at. You know what I'm saying? Like that's exactly how we created all these traumas in our life, and we're people pleasers and everything else like that is because we didn't give due diligence to all the emotions, to all the aspects, right? It's like I shouldn't have to put on this fucking happy face for you, or I shouldn't have to pretend like something's not a problem. Like ignoring it doesn't make it fucking go away, and that doesn't make it spiritual. Okay, all right. And so it's like that's where we talk about like toxic positivity and having everything too love and light is kind of fucking bullshit. I am one that embraces both. Okay. And I would like, to me, there's nothing shameful for appreciating, wanting and desiring the medium that this world has chosen as its funnel and channel for energy. It is a resource. It is energy. Money in and of itself has energy. Everything has energy. I can't stand when people are like, money has no energy. You assign it to, yes, this fucking rock here has energy in and of itself, but it's also something that I can program. But we're not going to take away the fact that it too has energy. This fucking table, even science can see the particles moving. Like it has fucking energy. Whether it's slow and low or high vibrate, it's like, but it still has it. Like we're not gaslighting. We're not going to do spiritual gaslighting here, okay? So if you're the toxic positive, like, and how is it positive to sit there and be like, you have to find a way to be happy without money before you can have, like, shut the fuck up. If you look at Maslow's hierarchy of need, you are unable to tap into the other levels of energy and frequency until your basic needs are fucking met. Otherwise, your attention and your energy will be focused on that, because basic needs and things like that are the foundation for this human experience, and that's what the fuck we're here for. Otherwise, why are we here? And this world has chosen money. Now, not everybody likes that fact. But the truth is that the majority of the experiences we want to have require money as a point of access. Okay? So, we won't do any of that stupid shit here. Okay? We get real with shit. When people make spirituality and the etheric seem so frou-frou and unattainable and don't ever really ground in those principles into reality, this is the reason why people give up on their spiritual journey. So if that's you, shut the fuck up, get off my channel, because we ain't doing that shit here. Okay? All right. So let's take a look at the money matters. Because money does, in fact, fucking matter. It's amazing how many of those people who say money doesn't matter fucking need it, want it, use it, and leverage it all. Like, if it doesn't matter, why are you even dealing with it? Like, if a bitch's opinion doesn't matter to me, you ain't gonna see me playing in it. Shut the fuck up. Thank you. Oh, hey, David. I mean, is it bullshit? Is it such a bad way? It's like any method, any form of living in human existence can be manipulated and abused. So even prior to utilizing money as a transaction, and it was bartering and goods and things like that, shit happened. You know what I'm saying? Like the only time there's been perfect harmony, and according to who or what, I don't know, that I can ever recall is in the time of Lemuria. But even then, the human form did what it did. Dark and light existed together. And depending on who you were, it was either positive or negative. It's like, why can't we be okay with that? Like the idea and notion of, like, you know, any form of way that we set up our society can be fucked over and abused and used against its own people, or it can operate in harmony. There's a way to do it. How are we choosing to? So I don't even buy into like, oh, I wish we couldn't. Like, why? You know, there's a way for everybody to thrive on capitalism. We are not executing it appropriately. We are allowing things to occur that shouldn't have to. But anywho, so I don't know. I don't want to vilify anything completely, because any structure we create in society can be turned into something vile. Yeah, it's changed form. And y'all know, any form, let a human be in charge of that shit. You know, I used to tell people, the thing is, structure is good. Institutions are bad. Institutionalization is when you create a structure that is not flexible, not adaptive. Structures can be reformed. Institutions are almost like adhered. They are unchangeable. And when something's so ingrained that it's not a living structure, it doesn't adapt with the times, with the people, with the, you know what I mean? That's when it turns bad. Like our education system is so institutionalized. It's so difficult to make changes. It's so difficult to, it's like, it reminds me of the idea of tradition. Like it cannot, like this, like never question it, never change it, never. That's the problem. Structures are very positive. That's the Hierophant card. It is a way in which we live out our beliefs internally, externally. But when we institutionalize stuff where it doesn't represent the whole, and it's damn near impossible to change, and within it are ingrained oppressive um, policies, then that's the problem, right? That's when it becomes a problem. So let's bring this in. Let's talk about this. Okay, so now we got that rant out of the way. Money matters. What time is it? 10. Okay, I probably should put like a timestamp on this MF for so people can skip my rant if they want to. Okay, we're gonna start with the moon magic. I got the Night Sun Tarot too. We'll start here. Can y'all hear the rumble? Hey, Joe. We have Wolf Moon, Fly By Night, and First Quarter. Okay, so Fly By Night is like the thing that doesn't seem to last, the thing that comes and goes, that you need, but it's kind of fleeting. If I'm talking about money, I'm more, this is like the energy of either money consistently feeling like it's slipping through your hands, like you can't get enough of it. As soon as it comes, it goes. So that's like living paycheck to paycheck. Like the money is accounted for before it ever shows up, and so there's no staying power. There's no growth. There's no Ten of Pentacles type of energy, right? This could also speak to like the methods of opening up and receiving money, and like instead of having something very solid long term with growth potential, it's kind of like one-off type of things, right? That's what that feels like. Let's pull out for the Wolf Moon. Okay, it's back there. I'm like, where did it go? I don't know. Right? It is. I get there. Let's see what they got. Now, this is funny. Boy, we might be triggered just a little bit. I'm just going to say, okay? Okay. Now, remember, the overall energy is this. The fleetingness, the not staying power. It's making choices wisely based upon, is this something that's worth my time and energy if it's not going to stay? Or where should I direct my energy to bring in money? Blah, 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 blah. Or, living paycheck to paycheck. It's kind of like, it's like the nothing sticks. You hear that thunder? It's so gorgeous. Okay. It's just going to town. We're going to keep power, right, Spirit? Let's keep power. I don't usually lose power, so that's really good. But all right, here we go. Wolf Moon, y'all. Remember the other day when I did like this, the oh god, it was probably a couple weeks ago, and I did a reading and it was like talking to the moon, and this one says howling at the moon, and so they started singing it to me. Communication, confidence, and needs. This is the card of communication. When it comes up in a spread, it is asking you to speak up, speak out, and make yourself heard. It's time to raise your voice, sing out your wishes, dreams, and desires. Raise your concerns, talk about your feelings, ask for what you want, and use your voice to get your needs met. How many here think that they already fucking do that? Like, how more clear could I fucking be? Like, I get irritated. Oh my gosh, I don't know if you all do, but I get irritated when I hear readers like you need to articulate what you want. You need to ask for it. Ask for help. Bitch, I do. The fuck you think I'm doing? If I know of the existence of my spirit team and I'm listening to tarot readings, what makes you fucking think I'm that damn dumb to not have fucking asked? And it's real irritating when it's like, what exactly, like, I've already said exactly the fuck I want. But then you get told, but don't be too specific. Or it might not come. Like, bitch, make up your fucking mind. Anybody else? Just me? Okay. This is also about encouraging you to become more of an alpha in your life. It's no longer enough to simply follow the pack, is what it says. Take the lead and make suggestions for positive change. Do not be afraid to build a new pack if the old one, the people that are surrounding you, no longer serve you. It might be time for you to move on. Be prepared to make yourself heard. Okay, this is going somewhere. This is going somewhere. First quarter. Let's go there. Resilience, suspension, and a test. I am 43 years old. I feel like I've already established that I'm fucking resilient. Is my ass still here after the shit show of a life I've had? I fucking think so. I don't need to know anymore that I'm resilient. I've established this. Let's see. So this card indicates that things are still hanging in the balance and could go either way, but the outcome is dependent on you and your actions. It is up to you to ensure that you remain on track and stay motivated. This card suggests that challenges might be thrown at you to test how badly you want to succeed. I don't do that. Here's the thing, guys. I don't understand this kind of like, I don't think this is what it's saying, but I'm going to put my own thing in here. I am not one to purport that spirit will test you. I don't tolerate that shit from fucking people. That's such a Christian concept of worthiness to test somebody. If you're ready, are you worthy? Bitch, no. And if your spirit team is testing you, you need to switch out some motherfuckers. Because I don't know who you associating with on the other side, but no. Have higher standards, okay? Have higher standards. If you ain't gonna tolerate it down here, the fuck you gonna tolerate it from up there? Unless this whole world and spiritual community is so accustomed to ingraining Christian colonized concepts of worthiness that you gotta prove yourself. You gotta prove shit to not a motherfucking soul. So we're gonna nip this in the bud. I'm gonna like X that out of this because I can't believe somebody would put this on the meaning of their fucking card. Now you can feel like your patience and your nerves are being tested, but that's different than someone administering a test to you. Does that make sense? I'll tell my children, like, you are testing me right now. Like I'm on my last leg. But like, no. I- don't give in or give up now. You're closer to success than you think. Okay. So we're not being tested. Okay. This is just one of those things where we're running a marathon and we're at the last leg. And that's usually when people about collapse, right? And sometimes it's about your mental outlook that keeps you being able to sustain what you're doing. Okay. Let's pull some cards. It's almost as if there's 3 points that are being made here versus necessarily a story that's folding into each other where these cards play off one another. It's like they're making 3 points to you, okay? First and foremost, you're going to have to be more articulate, know exactly what you want, state it. Like this also feels like boundaries being set, asking for help when you need help. I also get the energy of like connecting. Like when they're saying, be a leader, take charge of this situation, right? Don't wait for connections to come to you. You start taking efforts and make moves and connecting to other people and that because in the asking and stating, and it's more or less, I feel like, in your life and establishing what you do and don't want and following that up with your actions, right? Like that's the leader part. So this could be asking for something at work. This could be like establishing your worth. Like, no, I get paid this, right? It's up to you. If this is asking for a raise, if this is saying this is how much I need, if somebody's offering you a job, no, I require this amount. I'm being willing to do that, right? Um, because that's probably lends itself to how money is so fleeting. It's like, are you charging your worth, right? And then there's no way to have the staying power if you are willing to give up now at this point. I get the feeling of keep going. And if in this last leg before something more substantial, and y'all, I know I shouldn't have said something. My whole thing flashed. I hope that I'm still on. Am I on? Because like my screen went off and back on. Like it almost lost power. Yeah, it looks like I still have it. Okay. So it's almost like you're almost to the point where things are going to balance out and you're going to have more consistency and more security and something to grow. But it's like it's almost there. So I got questions on the Wolf Moon. That's where we're going. Night Sun Tarot. Like it's weird because I feel like the energy is this isn't what I want to fucking hear, Spirit. It's like I have articulated what I need. I have, but it's not coming. It's not coming. It's like how much more do I've got to blah blah blah. I have taken moves. I've taken actions. I am doing. I am in the doing. Oh, there's the lightning. And it's like it's still not coming. So what do you like? I feel like somebody's having a conversation. Like, what do you mean? Be more articulate. Ask for what I want. Ask for like I have. I have. Where is it? Oh, shit. Nine of Swords. I feel that. Mm-hmm. There's a new money phase that's occurring. That you have, like, we've got the Page of Pentacles. And the Page of Pentacles is like either a new endeavor, you know what I'm saying, within your world, a new opportunity, a new start, um, something that maybe appears small right now, but again, always has the potential to grow. But there's a lot of anxiety around this. So if you're starting a new venture in money matters, there's a lot of anxiety around this, or the anxiety of even going and starting something new, right? There may be the fear that this isn't going to be sustainable, it's going to be fly by the night. And that's when they're saying whether or not it has staying power, whether or not it's going to be beneficial to you, is if you are able to take the lead in requesting what it is that you need to, like it's like a goods and services type of thing. Like, if I'm going to do this, this is what I require in return. It is speaking your worth, establishing that, and asking for that. There's some confusion around this new start, this new beginning. We've got the Seven of Cups and the Eight of Swords. And it's like not wanting to fully start something when you feel like you aren't clear. And it's like usually clarity comes as you start making moves, right? It's kind of the Hermit card where one step after another begins to be revealed. And it's like you want to know the entire plan ahead of time. And that ends up causing you to pause, to not engage in anything that actually has potential for long term, because you can't tell. You're like, I don't know. Does it have potential for long term? Is it fly by night? Is it this? And it's like you don't give it the due diligence to find out. You want to know ahead of time. And so therefore you don't make the moves. Like, you haven't really, like, this is the idea of, well, where I'm at least gives me this. If I start something new, I don't know if that's going to be sustainable. I don't know if that's going to be beneficial to me. I don't know how it's going to pan out, so I don't do it, right? There's a lot of anxiety around anything new in your material world because of this. And it keeps you, because you're like, if I can't see it clearly, you stop yourself. That's what the Eight of Swords is. You stop yourself from even trying. And so that's why they're like, a lot hinges on what you choose to do with your actions. You being the leader, you have to initiate. And over here, they're like, I feel like this is something where people have something facing them right now that they could potentially do that would be new. And you're like, and you're hesitating, right? It's very self-limiting. If you're not sure of something, you tend to stop. You hold yourself back. And when we're talking about you knowing your worth, sometimes it's like, have confidence in yourself and your abilities. Like, you may feel like you can't do something and you can. And you're not 100% certain within yourself, so you don't. You're like, but they're like, there's a lot of success to be had. We got the Six of Wands with the Knight of Cups. This is going to be Knight of Cups always has the fish popping out of the cup, right? That's the one. It's not the page, right? No, it's the knight. No, it's not. That is the page. The Knight of Cups is just fulfilling. It will satiate you. Take a look. This dude is taking a drink, cup to mouth. You will have success. And look at this. It's a never-ending cup. He's got an entire plethora and source of water for him to pull from, right? Like, this isn't going to be fleeting. It's not depleting. It is a scenario where your cup will be nice and full from it and will consistently be replenished. There's a lot of success to be had, but your lack of certainty in something is holding you back. You're too much up in here. Between the Nine of Swords and the Eight of Swords, you are the reason that things are not progressing forward. So this would be the thing where it's like, maybe it's just, this isn't a test in and of itself being administered to you, but it is a testing situation, because it's like, you'll definitely, what you choose to do with this and whether you take the lead in this situation, and your willingness to ask for what you deserve is very indicative of what you feel you're worth, what you feel you're worth, and whether you have confidence in your capacity and what you're worth. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like this scenario is actually impacting you right now. There's a lot of stability to be had. We got the Four of Wands. You want assured, guaranteed, written contract statement that this is going to be this. And I feel like they're saying it is, but it all hinges on you. The level of success that this has completely hinges on you. You will get the stability you want. It's like you get what you put in. But in this scenario, it almost feels like you can achieve to the level that you believe you can. I know y'all hear that thunder. It didn't completely come out, but I was curious the way that it did the little somersault. We will find. I don't think you're confident in your ability to bring in money. And if you've never been able to bring in money before to a certain level, which obviously it feels like there's like this making it by versus actually thriving and having more than enough. You look at this, Five of Swords. Around your level of anxiety around money hinges completely on your belief that you can do certain things, or that people are willing to pay you for that. Okay, so let's explore. And then it's also just saying that you are really in your head about starting something, because we've got the Page of Pentacles, this new trajectory in your material world. We've got, surrounding the Page and the Ace of Pentacles, we have the Nine of Swords and the Five of Swords. Why are you so up in your head about this new start? So we're going to ask questions, guys, about this. Okay? Ace of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles. Speak to us. I just felt like my third eye fucking pop open. Here's the Archangel Tarot. Literally, it says being unable or unwilling to make a decision. It's like pulling the trigger. I know YouTube probably doesn't like that sound, but it's like just taking the leap of faith, just doing it. You're at a stalemate. They're asking you to please give birth to this. So for whoever this is for, it's literally a matter of just saying yes and going for it. I think that there is an opportunity before you, and your level of anxiety will impact its success. How you execute, like this is starting a new job and saying, this is how I expect to be treated. Like you may be going into this going, God, I bet I'm going to go to this job and it's going to end up like this, and it better not be like that. And there's so much anxiety around this. It could be leaving a job and like your hesitancy, or it's the, it's just one, or starting a project. You're just like, like you don't, trying to start a new business, and you ask really small because you're so afraid that if you ask too much, people won't come and buy from you. And so then it's like, it sets a precedent of low quality and fear surrounding this, right? And they're like, could you just like, and maybe because you think people won't buy, you aren't jumping feet first into this. You know what I'm saying? Like there's something where it's like, there's something here that is going to be very beneficial for you, that will allow for growth, right? So that you're not doing the fly by night where you're like paycheck to paycheck to paycheck to paycheck. It's actually going to give you more Knight of Cups, like a replenishing supply, which is an overabundance, right? Like it's more than just meeting basic needs. It is giving you more so that you have the extra cash flow to make it grow, to put it in investments, to do savings, to do the, you know what I mean? Like there will be enough. There's this opportunity to find this, to start this. And it's like, whether it's leaving a job and you're afraid to leave because I'm not gonna have enough money, you're gonna have plenty of money. You're gonna have more than enough money. Do this because this is your opportunity to invest in yourself, or this project. Oh, good Lord. And then so they're saying you're afraid to do this, and they're like, but it's gonna give you so much goodness. We have the Empress with the 10 of Cups. At the bottom, it literally says, give birth to this opportunity. 10 of Cups, your emotional and material needs will be met. What is the, I know I'm supposed to, okay. Tell us more about the Page of Pentacles, or the Ace of Pentacles. There's this new start in finances, job, career. This does require a bit of more faith within yourself. We have the Temperance. You need to somehow turn this energy into action, because again, with the Two of Swords, there's just a lack of, and it's like there needs to be some follow through. It just feels like somebody's standing at a doorway and not walking through it, is what it feels like to me. So we've got the Temperance card, needing to alchemize the energy and use it to your advantage. You need to alchemize this stagnancy, this stubbornness, this Four of Pentacles, afraid to do anything more. So fearful about stability that you're not making a change. And it's funny, this could be in the scenario of somebody needing a job and not like feeling immobile because it's like that this path looks too risky. And it's like, well, standing still where the fuck you're at is risky, right? Leaving a job feels too risky. Taking a new one feels too risky. It's like your energy wants to kind of like hunker down. And they're like, no, you need to take action. Two of Wands. Take action towards what you want. And that's exactly what was echoed in the moon cards, moon magic cards, is you actually going to have to take action. There is some form of action you're hesitating on. Being unable or unwilling to make a decision. Just do it. Why is there hesitation? I wonder if there's more than just I don't feel capable. I don't feel like even if I asked for my worth that I would get it. So why even change? Like, I don't feel like, that kind of stuff. Like, there's this sense of what if there's some, like, the risk isn't worth the reward and that there's not something on the other side. Like, where is this fear, this stalemate stemming from? It feels like there's more than just a lack of self-confidence. It feels like there's something more. All right, they want me to pull Starman Tarot for that one. We're like getting like one or two cards from everything. Well, we did get some from the Night Sun Tarot. Where is this fear or hesitancy of this new start coming from? What's in this? It's like, okay, there's a fear here of leaving anything where you've already put time, energy, and investment into. We've got the Three of Pentacles, which is the building up of something. You've already spent time trying to put your time and energy into something already, and it feels like having to walk away from that, or it's the fears that will crumble. So for some people, it may be, well, if I put that much energy and investment into this, what makes me think, why would I want to put even more into something new when this didn't, like this fear that it won't pan out anyways, that your hard work doesn't bring results. It feels like maybe there's a fear that you're having to walk away from something else. Like you've had something crumble. This is a Tower moment. It is, I've already put so much time and energy in, but this could be switching careers. This could be switching, it's like, oh my God, like the idea that is coming down. Does it mean there's no more safety net? Does it mean that it's like, it's just this feeling of it's so futile. Why? Like I've already put so much time and energy in this thing. Why would I switch? You may also be very hesitant. You're hesitant to want to put in the work for something new. Again, could be because something passed. We got the Four of Swords and the Three of Pentacles. And it's just like, I don't want to work that hard again. You're so used to not getting paid your worth. You're so used to overgiving. You're so used to doing more than you should have to and not being compensated for it, that you are just afraid to put that much energy into anything new. You're like, it'll be the same shit, different day. And there's a fear that actually starting something new is going to require even more of you than just sticking with the same old bullshit. With the lack of confidence that there will be any form of, right? So it's literally just like, it's like poo-pooing on what you've already done. You're like that tower's coming down, right? The idea of starting over, like, I don't know, you feel like you're starting from scratch, and it feels so like reestablishing, like maybe getting new skills, making new connection. Like it feels so heavy because we got the tower followed by the Hierophant. It's like tearing something down just to rebuild it. Like, do I really, like, God, fuck, that shit just seems so too much. Too confirmation. That's too much. I don't want to do all that. I'm exhausted already. Starting over or starting something new or doing something new just feels too much. Too much. Tower with the Hierophant. Because the Hierophant is creating a new structure. The tower is one coming down, and the Hierophant is creating a new one. And that feels like too fucking much Ten of Swords. I don't got any of it left in me. So this is what it is. You may feel so beat down by your past experiences and your past attempts to improve your financial situation that you ain't got lick of nothing left. And so making this decision, jumping into something new, going that new direction feels like the fuck for. You are so guarded, Nine of Wands. Nine of Wands is the fear of doing something new. Like, it's the level of protection with this is like, I couldn't handle another disappointment. I can't handle any more, like, over giving and not being replenished. My body, my mind, my soul, and you're being very protective in this stance. You're very, very, very cautious right now. And that's where the Seven of Cups is coming from. Because all you can see is how everything didn't work out in the past. Five of Cups. All the shit that you did that didn't get you where you wanted to go. And that is determining whether you take action. We got the Two of Wands again. Whether you pursue this or not, right? Because the Two of Wands is after the Ace of Wands, which is like a desire, a spark, something new, a new project, a new idea. You know what I mean? It's like a new endeavor. And you're like, how do you overcome that? Like we all know that burnt out. This is burnt out is what it is. Burnt out on the parameters of how you've been forced to try and make money, the circumstances in which you exist, and you're just like, I don't know if I have it in me. I almost wonder if somebody came to your front door and offered you this opportunity, if you would feel so depleted Ten of Swords, burnt, crispy, done, over with, if you would feel so depleted that even saying yes, like the idea of something new just feels so exhausting. I mean, it'd literally be like delivering it to you on a silver platter, and all you can think of is how it's just not going to work out. And that keeps you stuck in this moment to moment with finances. How do we get out of that, Spirit? Because there is something new. There is something new in your world that has the potential to be long lasting, right? Ace to the 10. This shit's going to grow. This new thing can grow your money. It's funny they give me the Two of Wands repeatedly, but they haven't given me an Ace of Wands. And I'm like, could the lack of interest or passion for this also be the reason? Like, are you trying to go for something that you think isn't going to... I'll be asking questions over here. I feel that. I'd rather idle than jump into the next turn. When you're this burnt out, you don't have the reservoir to take a chance. You're running on fumes. Like, you know what I mean? If you've been burnt, like if you've touched the stove a million times and burnt yourself, I don't care if the little red light's not on and somebody's telling you, oh, you're not going to get burnt. It's not even hot. You're like, bitch, I don't trust it. Thought that before. Like, you won't even try. I've got the main male, which is, to me, actually just the masculine. Like the part of you that is willing to take the action to make something happen external to you, right? In your material world. We've got the masculine looking at all the things, the planning, the organizing, the executing, like the thinking it through, like looking the situation over and feeling like it's just too much toil and labor. Just too fucking much. Just too much. Like your masculine aspect is burnt. We got the coffin, which is like something like that coming to the end. Now we've got something over here. Coffin came out again. Okay, I'm getting this. So you're actually going to, I knew that the courtship card needed to stay out, but it wasn't a part of that. I had to rearrange it. the cards, and they're saying right here, there's something about help and assistance, a partnership or some type of aid that would come through, because the courtship card is all about new contacts, meeting new people, partnering up. And we were saying like there's asking for the help, there's asking for what you need. So there's almost like this collaborative energy here, okay, where something reaches out. And I want to say this whole like planning and feeling like it's too much to take on by yourself is going to end, because assistance is coming in. Some type of support, some type of connection, some type of quite frankly, an offer of help, investment, partnership, maybe. That just flew out the fuck my hand, let me tell you. Tell me more about that one. That feels... We have another partnership card. This does not feel like love. I'm going to just be honest with you. It could be for somebody. But what we have here is we've got the privileged lady and a mature woman. Mature woman feels a lot like the Queen of Pentacles. Like being in the position where you're capable of handling it all. And the privileged lady, it talks about like just the dynamics of a situation more than it is about a person. It's about a lucky phase, things going smoothly, no worries or concerns, things developing just like naturally, right? It's almost as if this partnership or this support or this connection, and this could just be like the person that's like, I'll make it easier for you to get into this. So it doesn't feel like this monumental leap to get into this, to start this. It could be the person that's like, hey, you'll come onto my team and I'll help train you for everything, blah, blah, blah. This could be somebody who's willing to invest, like, oh, you want to start this? And you're like, it's too much. Guess what? I've got a whole business structure. I'll invest and I'll show you the ropes. And like, because I really think that whatever you're going to do is, like there's a million ways, but it's like, it makes it not so laborious. It gives you this sense of feeling very, it eases, it makes it so much easier. And this is also about like a lucky phase, like things just happening so ease that you can enjoy the process, you know what I mean? And then like just having the capacity, like whatever this partnership is, whatever this connection is, whatever this, it could be a contract, it could be a myriad of ways, but like it's more than just somebody offering or extending an opportunity. This is like the support, right, that you would need to do this is coming in. And it's going to smooth out the process, make it feel easy instead of laborious and hard and difficult, and make some of those steps a lot easier. And it's like somebody, like it's putting you in the energy of being able to handle all of it instead of it seeming more monumental than you can deal with. Okay. That's what the Page of Pentacles is. It's a gift. Like a gift from the universe. Like, we see you. Here you go. But that would also, in this, like, again, if you have somebody willing to help pave and make it easier, what do you need? It's speaking up for yourself. It is being very specific and saying, if someone's like, how can I help? What could I give to you? What are you missing? What do you need? It's like, speak it. Like, articulate this. And I'm asking about timing, and it's funny because like they're giving me an answer that's it makes sense, but then again, it's like, okay, I feel like there's the potential for some people to not see this as help, and so it's also contingent upon your willingness to recognize. Like, don't see this as either being indebted to something or like you being like you not wanting to appear as like not competent enough, or you not, you know what I'm saying? It's like I get the feeling of like you could miss this. You could just like pass it off, or you could dismiss it. Some of you, not all of you. We have the Lovers again. Queen of Pentacles energy again with the High Priestess. There's also something of like someone here that can help make something easier, that kind of has all the knowledge or the know-how to make, you know what I mean? So it's not so laborious. You ain't got to figure everything out. You ain't got to, you know, that kind of thing. They're like, oh, let me help you out. There's this, and da, da, da. I could see some people being so prideful. So like, I got this, that they would pass this up. It is a choice. Lovers, it is a choice, right? But the Lovers card feels more like, again, this is the third time we've got, what was it, the Courtship card, we got the Lovers card in the Kipper, and then this one. It's like, it is like this is very partnery. This is, I got your back. This is support. Let's work on this together. If you're like, this could be somebody who's like, hey, I've got ends. Let me help you out. I'm already established in this business, like kind of thing. And you're like, no, I don't think that's good. Like, no offense, but like, I'm thinking of like they're giving me Manishka, the person that was like, I've been watching you and you're doing great. Is there anything I can do to help you out? Like, you would be the one to say no. Like, I don't know why that just came to my mind. Like, they gave me that's very specifically. It's like, it's that kind of thing. You're real quick to you could be so like, either you don't want to be a burden, or like your fear of coming across as like that, or a fear of it being hard or being indebted to somebody. I don't know. Somebody might be pretty easy to like dismiss. This is all I want to say. This type of support, this type of help. It's like somebody who's got the knowledge, the understanding, the workings that would just smooth the process for you. That's the kind of connection it is. You have some kind of deep-seated subconscious draw to making things more difficult. I'm so sorry. Like, do you feel like it's the notion that like somehow like things have to be difficult in order for there to be success, and like you feel awkward when it's not so difficult is what it feels like to me, and so you're a glutton for punishment. Like, you're part of the problem. We've got the Moon card with the Five of Wands, which it's like this isn't as bad as you are making it out to be. There's a little bit of kind of like figuring things out, obviously. There's a learning curve, right? That does not equate to it having to be so unbelievably difficult. Oh, like you can have help with this learning curve. You're kind of lying to yourself right now. You're making this feel more difficult because of the burnt out. And it's like there are people that can help, support, mentor, aid, partner with, that can make this so much easier. And that's what you need to be connecting with. Like there's just something there. But you're making it out like the Five of Wands, like it's some kind of death sentence. And it's like, look, there's going to be a learning curve with any new beginning. There is. But you got some innate, like subconscious, like resistance to it. And you're really just deceiving yourself. You're making this learning curve, or the idea that you have to learn something new little tidbits of something, like it's brand new. No shit. It's a fucking Page of Pentacles. It is an Ace of Pentacles. There's newness to it. With somebody, there's a connection to be had that can kind of like help you in this process. It doesn't have to just take on a mentor type fucking role. But there is someone that Spirit is going to connect you with, and yeah, that's up to you, right? Like the whole wolf moon is like you speaking what you need, you claiming, you asking for it. It's like people aren't going to just force themselves on you. And they're not going to force you to take their help and assistance, their advice, their investments. Like, that's on you. I hope my place doesn't, like, my place doesn't float away. Can I just say that? Because, good God, the amount of rain we've had this week. All right, we're going to pull Divine Doors, and then we'll wrap it up. Well, the question is, have you? Well, I'm going to go with new, as in it's a new offer. Now, this could be somebody that's already existing in your world, Cappy. But it's like a new offer. Everything is Page of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles. And then it's like someone is offering something and someone is going to reach out. Someone reaches out. Somebody tries to smooth this process for you. You know? So yeah, I would say it may be a new attempt at offering this. That's at least, right? In the least. But so Manishka, the question is, have you? Okay, then there's probably something there to, like, to what degree is my question. Trust the universe. Intuition has wandered and led you astray. The timing's not yours, but the universe at play. Have faith and breathe. We did ask about time. Well, that was an answer to the... I swear, like, this should just be the card they always bring out. Compassion and action, the chosen tool. I see now the lotus in your spirit's jewel. This feels like opening up, like the blooming. Like the time that this blooms, you just need to have faith that it will. I think that's for some people where there's a leap of faith that happens first and then the help might come in. It's not always somebody, it's like you have to start walking the path and then the assistance kind of comes in for some people. Yeah. Numbers and doubles, synchronicity and 2. Don't hold back your love now. Life is meant for you. So it's like quit holding back. Okay. Whether it's from this partnership, this connection, this assistance, or from taking the leap so that the assistance can come in, right? Like there's just, we've already established with the 4 of Pentacles, you're holding back. You're like, I can't do this. And they're like, stop. Trust our timing. Trust that when you need it the most, it's going to come in. Trust that this is going to be successful. Trust. Like 1111. Seriously, that's like the one where you make your wish. That's your wish. Make a wish. Universe is listening. Don't hold back. Life is meant for you. For some, it's as if like Spirit's like, why would I send in help? Or why would this present itself if you're not showing any intention towards this whatsoever? Fantastic. So maybe that's the idea. Like if you're receiving this help and you're like, it's just too much. I don't know if that's crossed your mind, if you've gotten frustrated with Spirit because you're like, even with help, it's not. It's like, yes, it is. This is actually smoothing the process out. And so maybe your whole issue hasn't been so much like you were maybe this is a history, like you've already experienced the hesitancy to do something. It feels like it's too much. You didn't want to take somebody's help and then help got brought in, but you're still over here like fucking when? And like, you're not really sure, even though he's telling you 2 months, you're probably doubting it. And they're like, please just trust the process. Maybe this is a reaffirmation, right? Like, I have no doubt you took a long time making the decision to utilize the help and the assistance. And they're like, that was actually very exceptionally smart of you. But if you have still yet, like, is it going to happen though when he says, like, is it going to be that easy? Is it, like, you're talking to Spirit's like, would you fucking trust? Just saying, Manishka. Like, just saying. It's going to pay off. Accepting this help does make it easier. The transition, the alchemy, the Temperance card into, it's like, just start taking action. Just trust you've got the support. So, hope it makes sense. Let's see here. Give me just a quick second. I've got just a little bit of time. I have like a meeting at 9:30 that I gotta do. Just a quick reminder, you can still book with me. I have corrected the web address in my description. So, and the way that it goes now is like you'll send an email. That way I can kind of filter and determine whether or not I'm able to do a reading, because some people send me stuff and I'm like, I am not here to like, some people play games with readings. Not a lot, but for those that do, it really throws a wrench into things, right? So, you can send an email. It's like an inquiry form, and then we will correspond on the reading, kind of thing like that. So those are still available. Just letting you know. Cappy, I feel like I want to pull a couple cards on your situation. I don't know why I don't always do this, but I got pulled to do that. Like just a few cards on that. Which one are we doing? Okay. Madame Adora's. My window just shook. I just heard it go from the rambles. We haven't had this much thunder in a while. It is like incessant and constant. So it starts off with your perseverance is rewarded. Forces beyond your control intervene. So I would say this as actually going to pertain to you. I think that's what they're talking about is like, okay, well, when it presents itself, are you going to take it? Now, think of it like this. Like I have other businesses, right? And there was the opportunity to get a mentor. And I kept him and hawing on it, right? And I was like, that is the weirdest thunder. It was almost like the thunder was interrupted. And I didn't really do it at first. And so finally I did. And I was like, because I was like, no. I'm figuring all this stuff out on my own. But I needed the little bitty pieces of stuff. You know what I mean? Like sometimes my brain just trips up on shit. And I'm like, I just need to ask questions once in a while. I just need to okay, kind of thing. So I get it. Like, you know what I mean? I get the whole idea and notion of having like making it just a little bit easier, having somebody there to make it a little bit easier kind of thing. But it really took me and the way that it presented, it wasn't like she was coming at me directly, right? Like Spirit was putting it in front of me like, hey, it was somebody that I came across their profile a million fucking times. And I was like, oh, I like that girl, kind of thing. And it was just like, but I was convinced not to. I didn't need a lot of help. I just need a little bit, just a little bit. And it was funny that that came through. And so sometimes things can present themselves. You're like, again, you might dismiss it, right? There's a sense of dismissing it. Now, I didn't dismiss it for very long, but and then it's like, choose your words carefully, which feels like for you, it may be a sense of someone approaches you, offers something, and it's like, don't, like in an attempt to not feel burdensome or not like over ask, like, don't do that. Choose your words carefully. Because if you say no, or if you're like, well, just this, or I've got everything handled, but like people aren't going to like beg you to let them help you, right? Like, especially not anybody of value. And they're like, locked doors can now be opened. So let's just pull a couple more, see what they want to say specifically about that. Yeah, as a thought. Maybe not. Oh, come on. Y'all, I don't know what it sounds like. Is the mic picking up on all the thunder? It's a lot of thunder, y'all. Like, did he flat out say, I would like to take you out, Manishka? Oh, shit. Okay. It's a sense of some type of confusion that you're going to be able to leave behind. You're really confused about something. Like I get clouded thinking, like I don't get it. I don't understand. Um, I don't get it. I don't understand. It's like I don't know how to move forward. Seven of Cups gives me the energy of, again, still kind of keeping your energy spread. Like there's something about making something more manageable. We got the Queen of Pentacles, and this may be what they can do to help you focus and bring a little more success to this. Because I feel like too many irons in the fire type of thing, like trying to do too much or thinking too expansive in regards to this new start, this project, this thing. And it's like focus in on one or two aspects, niche it down, doing something like that. And so it's like, sometimes we can be so excited about something or so into something, we're like, we're going to do all the alls, right? And it's like, that's not good. And like, you're like, I don't know how to whittle it down. I don't know where to focus. I don't know. It's like you not knowing where to focus your energy, not knowing which one is right for you. I don't know why they're saying that, but there's something about them helping you to manage figuring that out. There's like a help in figuring it out, narrowing something down, not being spread so thin, letting go of all this extra and feeling like you're more in control. Queen of Pentacles, she's baddest bitch, can do it. She can handle it. She's got it. Everything's within her ability. And something may have felt like it was too much, too many. And so not manageable is what they're giving me. And they're going to help with letting that go. There's a letting go of that, the walking away from that. Like I get the feeling of like not being able to choose, like not feeling confident, feeling too confused, not being able to choose. Let me make sure I'm on my timing here. Princess of Swords, that's a Page of Swords. Give me what is the Two of Pentacles? Look it. Yeah, there's something about being able to bring some more balance to make this happen. Like it feels like it's just too much. It feels too much. And maybe that's where the narrowing down feeling is coming from. Like it's too much for me to handle, too much for me to whatever. And so it's not manageable. And this person will help it make it manageable to you. Like that might be the thing that slows you down, is not knowing how to manage. It's not know how, like it's too much for one person, or it's too much pulled in too many directions. Because we got the Page of Swords, which is communicating. And then it's like an offer. It's like getting information. They've got, they're like, hey, let me help you out. Two of Pentacles. And in this one, you see him balancing things. Like he's playing the balance. And I said, tell me about the Two of Pentacles. And no shit, they pull out the Justice card, which is all about balancing the scales, making it manageable, making it more equitable, possible. And then we've got the Magician, making it easier and more possible to manifest this, to create this, to bring this to fruition. It's like there's something about manageability here, and making something a little more not overwhelming and feeling balanced, right? That's where the Two of Pentacles is. And then, of course, the tried and true card that keeps coming out, the Lover's card. I feel like there is a willingness to, like, somebody wants to step in, help out, and make this a little bit more like let's collaborate, let's partner on this. I can help you, assist you. This is a person specifically, like, where's the communication come from? God, it's monsoon season here. Our waterfalls are doing great. The trails are all mud. Tell me more about this Page of Swords, please. I heard, oh, I fucked up. Like, the Page of Swords, I don't know if it's a method or a way of doing something, but it's a way to expedite something. Because we got the Ten of Swords, which feels like betrayal. It feels like but not from a person, like almost like this situation, was I that dumb to believe, or was I that, whatever. It's just become too much. It's funny how a lot of the other cards in the other reading are coming up for you, because this is supposed to be specific to you. But the Ten of Swords is feeling rejected, betrayed, like maybe you fucked up in believing in something, like you just feel like it's not going to go anywhere, like it is dead and done, like the potentiality for it. And then when I'm asking about the Page of Swords, they're like, that's the Chariot. This is what's going to take you through. This is what's going to cross the border. This is what's going to give it momentum and ability for success. So whatever is being communicated or offered is the ticket to making something feel that you feel is either too much for you or impossible to very possible. Seriously, it's like, if I'm having to go down a journey, would I want to walk it myself, carrying the load, or would I rather ride in the Chariot, right? So it smooths the process. Give me about the Lovers then. It really is. It really is. And I keep saying, make this for Hanged Man and Four of Swords. It takes a weight off. I don't know what I'm trying to get really specific about what the weight is. Like, I feel like you're just like, I cannot do it all. I cannot do all of this, or I can't narrow it down. I can't, you're spreading yourself thin. So the Lover's card about this whole, working with, collaborating, or having support is to alleviate some of the stress, right? To give yourself a fucking break. Four of Swords. And then we have the Hanged Man, which is, both of these seem like a pause, or you may be the kind of person, you have to do it all on your own, so that you feel like you still it's still your thing, or or you don't owe anybody anything or anything else like this. But it's like you take a different look. You need a load taken off. You need to be able to take a break. You need to be able to regroup and things like that. Like it's okay to take some of the burden off. You may have been the person where it's like, it's always got to be all you. I get this very controlling type of energy. for fear that something would be either taken from you, co-opted. I don't know why that's being said, or like being indebted to somebody. Like it's not really yours if you didn't do it all, kind of thing. And like there's a change in perspective that has to happen with this. Like maybe you're not the type of person to ever take help or assistance of any kind, and like that needs to change. Let's see. It feels like, to me, the way it came across is because things are feeling like this, like they're done, like you feel like, okay, it's too, like you feel like it's over, and it is the thing that's going to get you across that threshold. It feels like it is something that comes across your path to make it more manageable. Because it feels like right now you're like, this is unmanageable. I can't narrow it down. It's too broad. It's too much. I'm almost thinking of walking away from it because it's more than I can handle. And so help comes in to kind of cross that bridge is what it feels like to me. So it's about being open to that, though. Again, don't be dismissive of it when it shows up. It's almost like it'll help you get that method that you're looking for or that avenue. It will help to niche things down, making it more manageable, making it more possible for you to make this happen. So to me, that means I just get the sense of being very like overwhelmed. And so in comes some type of assistance to help you make it more manageable. Because like we said, we've got here, your perseverance is rewarded. So you keep trying. But it's like, I don't think that they're saying you have to keep going in order for intervention. I think they're saying intervention's coming in because you've not let go of this. You've not necessarily, you may feel like you're at an impasse and like, I've done as much as I can do. But we've got intervention here. Forces beyond your control intervene. So be careful what you say. You need to accept this. Don't push it away. And from there, locked doors can be unlocked. So to me, it sounds more like, it feels like you've been trying to do this and something's going to come in to help you make it make sense, make it manageable, make it where you can do, like you feel like you can do this. You know what I'm saying? That's what it feels like to me. Alrighty, I do have to get off because I've got a meeting I've got to get to. Yay! You're welcome. All right, guys, I'm going to hop off. I hope you all have a fantastic, wonderful day. It's just going to be raining here, so I'm obviously going to be indoors. But hopefully making beautiful progress on stuff. So I will talk to you all later this week. Have a fantastic and wonderful day.